Hello and welcome to English 111 Summer 2019 Johnson Community College. I am Professor Jason Morgan and I am here to help you the best I possibly can. This video is going to show you how this class works and how we're going to navigate it and how it's set up and all that kind of stuff. And I've done my best to make this as painless as possible for everyone, simply because you don't need to be fighting the technology. You need to be focusing your time and energy on the actual information. Okay, so when you first log into Blackboard, it's going to automatically go to the announcements section. So the first thing you're going to see when you first start this class is there's a video called Watch Me First. If you haven't watched this video, please watch this video first and then watch this one that we are currently doing. After a few weeks, you will see more announcements appear, and that'll be kind of updating what's going on for each particular week and so on. So basic outlay of this class is that if you look over here, this is kind of the guide bar. This is really a helpful place to kind of shortcuts to kind of get to different places. Okay, so again, you go to the announcements, but then also if you like, oh, what's my textbook? Well, you click on textbook, and then it takes you to another page. Oh, look, there's my textbook. It's the Norton Field Guide, okay, for English 111. Oh, okay, well, that's what that is. You can get this from the JCC bookstore. You can get this online, any number of places you can get that, okay. And then there's this different things over here that we're going to get to in just a second. But basically, we are going to be using this over here as really how to kind of get around. So what I've done is we're really going to focus on these two areas right here, the course schedule and the weekly assignments, okay? And we'll get to that in just a second. But just to kind of get through a couple of other things. So up top, we have the announcements, which you're going to get to, your textbook. And in order for you to actually be enrolled in this class, you have to take the enrollment verification quiz. All you have to do is click on this link right here, and then you click here to actually take the test. You have to take that by, I believe it's May 23rd. If you haven't completed some sort of assignment by that date, then you will not be registered in this class. That is, you may be registered, but you will be removed from the class because that is a qualification for the school. Okay. Then over here we have the syllabus. So if you're like, oh, what's the syllabus and all this? So there's the syllabus is right here, the student acknowledgement form is right here, and then general policies. I'm going to go over more of this in week 1, so don't worry about that. Okay, I'm just kind of showing you where to find this stuff and what that's going to be like. So don't worry about that for right now. I'm just showing you more stuff. For more information on how to contact me, if you click on my instructor right here, you will see, hey, look, there I am. That's a picture of me. There is my email address. There is I'm an author, which there's my website. And if you want to learn more about me, you can watch this video right here. Just kind of like what my background is and stuff like that. So there's some general information. Notice that I do not provide a phone number because the school will not let me do that, okay, which is fine. Also, please note you must email me from your JCC email account. You can't email me from another different account because then I cannot respond to it due to privacy issues. Okay, so, all right, you're like, well, that's all well and good. So I figured out what my textbook is supposed to be. I've taken my quiz, so I'm in the class now. I know where the syllabus is. What am I going to do? Okay, so let's get to the course schedule and the weekly assignment. So course schedule, this is a calendar of sorts. Now, again, this is an 8-week class. Normally, this class goes 16 to 17 weeks during the spring or the fall semester. So we've basically taken 16 weeks worth of material and put it into 8 weeks. So basically, we're doing twice as much work as we would do on any given thing. So you will see that it is broken down week by week exactly. Okay, so this is just the overall calendar. Okay, so what are we supposed to do for week 1? Well, these are all the things that you're supposed to do, okay? You're like, but how? How do I do these things? Okay, well, again, some of them are very simple as far as the quiz, whatever. But what I've done is, again, this link, this course schedule, is just the overall calendar, just kind of get a sense of what we're doing on any given time and what the deadlines are and stuff like that. That's just a snapshot of the over thing. And I should note, please note, all assignments are due by 11:59 on the dates listed. So if it says, hey, you have to take the introductory quiz by the 23rd, that means you have until 11:59 of that day to take it. And note, no late work is accepted. No late work. Everything in this class builds on each other. And if you are constantly turning in late work, I cannot get you feedback, so we keep making the same mistakes, blah, blah, blah. So please note, no late work is accepted. Okay, yeah, general overall picture. But really where we're going to be living is under the weekly assignments. And it's basically the same thing. We just have weeks 1 through 9. You're like, you said it was 8 weeks. Yeah, but this isn't really, this is like the first day of class, and that's like the last day of class. So there's really 9 sections, as it were. Okay. So what's going to happen is when you click on week 1, and I haven't, okay, so you'll see this is, again, what we're doing for week 1. And then here's all the ways that we can do it. So, this is where I take the quiz, and here's the discussion board, where's that, and there's portfolio, all that kind of stuff. What you haven't seen yet in this video, which I'm creating right now, is that every single week I will have, right under this category, there will be a video, kind of like this one, where I will walk you through step by step what we're doing for that week. How to access the things, give you information. I will have extra videos as far as helping with lectures and stuff like that. So every single week, you go to the weekly assignments, and then you'll see a video which walks you through exactly step by step on everything that we're doing for that week. And then once you finish those things, you're like, yay! And then we get to the next week, and then we go to week 2. And then when you click and log in, you'll see, okay, there's, again, the overview. This matches exactly what we found from the course schedule. And then you'll see a video down here. Okay, so that's how that works. Overall, that is, again, and then it just kind of walks you through. So there is the basic nuts and bolts of how that's going to work. Now let's kind of look at some other things that are over here on the left-hand side. Part of this class, we're going to be doing discussion boards, and it actually has its own little section. So even though it's like, hey, you have to do a discussion board. So some of the assignments are accessed by the discussion board, and these are the different discussion boards that we're going to be doing through the course of this class. So again, and I will walk you through how to do that in the weekly videos. You'll want to be able to check your grades. So if you click on My Grade, that'll bring up your current grade. I use a weighted system, so it shows you what you're currently earning in the class. So if you've turned in everything and got 100% on it, you've got an A in the class. It'll show you that. Hey, your grade's an A. Let's say we've done 2 assignments, both worth 100 points, and they were equally weighted, and you've done one and not done the other one. That would be a 50. Boo! Well, that'll show you. And that will go up and down as you go throughout the semester. I have created a bunch of video tutorials to help you with certain things that you're going to need. In this class, we're going to be learning about MLA formatting paper. So there's all sorts of little video tutorials, and again, I will go through that on how, so that these are just to help you, whatever. In addition, we have sample assignments, because for this class, we're going to be writing narratives and some outlines, some compare, contrast, and what. So I've given you some example papers to show you kind of what this is about. And again, don't freak out about this. We'll walk through this step by step, and we'll be fine. But there is sample assignments. Supposedly, you can click on this and get to your JCC email. I actually haven't tried that because I'm not a student. There's some of the resources, and there's Blackboard help and stuff. There is this link here that the school provides as far as, and you can almost read that, where you can apparently buy the book from Barnes & Noble. So you can click on that and explore that. And then at the end of the semester is the course evaluation. So this is basically where we're going to be living, all the different things we're going to be doing. But on any given time, again, when you first log into the class, you'll see the announcements, and if you see if there's anything new posted, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to work on stuff, you go to the weekly assignments, and then you will go to whichever week it is, and say, oh, okay, well, here we're in week 3. And then you say, okay, what are we doing? You read through this. Then you'll see the video, which I posted for that week, saying, hey, here's how we're going to do all this stuff. And then you start working on the assignments. Okay, that's how we do it. Again, just a couple of things I want to really stress that's very, 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 very important. Again, plan it out. No late work is accepted. All the due dates are set right here, right now, the beginning of the class. There's no surprises here, okay? One thing is that, so basically it's like, well, so wait. One of these weeks is July the 4th. Oh, Professor Morgan, that's a holiday. Why are we having this? Okay, so the school may be closed for that day. But again, this is an online class. We're not necessarily meeting. Normally, the way that I've got my things set up is that I'll introduce a concept one week, and then it is due by the following week. Okay, so you have a full week to do all the assignments, one full week. The exception, there's a few exceptions which deal with the discussion boards, which we'll talk about when we get to that. But also on note, I won't have anything due on July the 4th. You'll note that I've actually put that back to the 5th. And again, you don't have to wait to the last day to do some of these assignments. And I will get to that once we get to that point in time. So that's the overall nuts and bolts of how this class works. Now, I will give you just a little sidebar as far as English and writing and stuff like this. When I talk to students, a lot of them don't like writing, and as I ask why, I say, well, because often what their experiences with writing have not been very good, because in high school or maybe for work or whatever, writing can be like a form of punishment. Okay, I've had teachers, I remember when I was in high school, okay, you class, you've been bad, so I'm going to make you write an 8-page paper. It's like, well, why? Why is that a form of punishment? Because papers are hard to write, and oh my goodness. So that's no fun. So we don't want to look at writing as a burden or something like this. My goal for this class is for you to find all the wonderful things that writing can do for you. If you're not comfortable with writing, I'll show you tools that will help you. I'll help you kind of walk you through the steps to make sure that if you have questions or concerns, we're going to get there. My goal is not necessarily to make it so you love writing research papers, but at least so it won't be scary and you'll know what to do, because often the unknown is scary stuff, and we don't want to be scared. We want to know what's going on. And often a lot of people don't feel comfortable with their writing well, and then until we start practicing it. Writing is like any other skill. You get better the more you do it, and we'll talk about that in this class. So know that I am here for you, and I am here to help you the best I can. Again, the best way to get a hold of me is through email. Check my email, at least once a day, if not more. Again, summertime gets a little crazy, but I promise I will answer your email within 24 hours. If something happens where I'm going to be incapacitated for more than 24 hours, I will let everybody know via an announcement. So, again, welcome to English 111 online for the summer, and let's have a wonderful, wonderful class.